Hey YouTube, it's your girl Stacy back again with another video, and today we are making coconut jerk black tiger shrimp. Ooh, that was a tongue twister, but let's get started and get into it. So we're going to start off with a red, yellow, and green pepper, a couple of cloves of garlic, some ginger, a lemon wedge, a red onion. Doesn't have to be red. I ran out of white, so I used what I had. A couple of sprigs of scallion, some Old Bay spice, some all-purpose seasoning, garlic powder, and some of my favorite allspice pimento seeds, and then this new jerk seasoning that I picked up at the St. Lawrence market that I'm excited to try with these shrimps, and of course my salt and pepper. And here are the bougie black tiger shrimps. Now when I tell you, I did not know that black tiger shrimp would cost as much as they do, but guess what? I bought these because I felt like celebrating me. And so I felt like I deserved some bougie shrimp. You could use any shrimp you want, but I just wanted to be fancy, you know. So here's the shrimp seasoned up nicely, and I'm going to go ahead and add some of the cooking oil to it. I use grapeseed oil. Doesn't matter which oil you choose to use, but I like grapeseed oil. And of course, you remember that I always add oil to my meats because I love how it allows for the seasoning and spices to adhere to your meat, in this case, our shrimp. I went ahead and added a little bit of my Scotch bonnet salt because I'm slightly addicted. Here's everything all chopped up, and we are about to get ready to cook these beautiful, delicious bougie shrimp. Oh my God. I'm so happy I got them. Like, I really am. I was excited to just buy them, but I digress. I'm just, yeah, you know, feeling this meal because I cannot wait to show you how delicious it turns out. There's some thyme that I'm also going to add, some butter, and there's the coconut milk that I'm going to add to this dish. This is most of what we will need to complete it. As you'll see, I will be adding other ingredients as we go along. So I'm going to start with a pan that has some oil in it and get my garlic and ginger and my pimento seeds started. Basically what I'm doing is I'm getting the aromas out and just, you know, allowing for them to get ready for the shrimp. I added the thyme to that as well. Oh, it smells so good in here. You guys have no idea the aroma in this beautiful little tiny unit I'm in. It's filling up the space. So yeah, we're gonna add the shrimp to the pan and we're gonna flash fry them for about, I wanna say, 1.5 minutes on each side. And you're gonna do that with all of them and set them aside. You don't wanna cook it right away, all the way through right away, because we are going to saute these shrimps in its own juices that will be mixed with the coconut milk. Once all the shrimp are cooked, you're gonna add some oil to the pan and get ready to start frying up your vegetables. We're gonna add those onions first. Toss those up a little bit. Then we're gonna go ahead and add those colorful, beautiful peppers and toss those up. And now we're going to get into adding the additional flavors. So basically what I'm doing is I'm seasoning the vegetables. So I'm adding a little bit more of my Scotch bonnet salt, as well as some thyme and that fish seasoning that that I was struggling with. As you can see, it was just so compact in there, I didn't realize. But anyway, I sprinkled enough on there for the vegetables, and I will hit the shrimp with some more a little later on. We got some Old Bay spice. I was really happy to find that because they didn't have that at the local grocery store. St. Lawrence Market has everything, except for castor, but you know what? I'll take it. You're gonna go ahead and add your shrimp now, and you're gonna toss everything up together. You're gonna marry those flavors, the flavor of the onions and the peppers along with the spices. It's just gonna be so good in the end. Lord, when I tell you, when I was finished this meal, I felt like a queen. I ate like a queen. This is one of those Michelin star dishes, you know, fancy and expensive. So you're gonna take the juice of the shrimps and you're gonna add the coconut milk to it. And this will be what you will be stewing them up in. Give that a good stir. This is la pièce de résistance. This is what makes this dish chef's kiss, I tell you. I'm gonna squeeze the juice of the lemon in there. That's just a wedge piece. I didn't use a whole one or a half, just like maybe I wanna say 3/4. If I'm right, if I'm wrong, put it in the comments. Either way, put that lemon juice up in there, because you know, lemon juice as well as butter makes everything shrimp related so delicious. So we are gonna add 2 heaping spoonfuls of butter to this. Lord, why am I so tongue-tied? Anyhow, y'all understand what I'm saying. I'm gonna go ahead and add some more thyme because I love thyme, and I'm using the dried thyme and not fresh thyme just because I didn't feel like picking out any sticks, and that's just a preference. If you want to use fresh thyme, by all means add a couple of sprigs in there. There are really no rules to this, just as long as you put that thyme in a pot. I'm gonna taste, and you know, tasting as I go is very important. Sometimes I often get a hunch where I say to myself, it's missing a little bit of salt. It might be missing this, or I should add that. That's just a knowing. It's just something that I've picked up with cooking throughout the years. So I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, and add some more of that jerk seasoning. Now, I used the back of the spoon to just dig it out because, Lord, when I tell you, the thing was not sprinkling. So I got myself a nice, good heaping 2 spoonfuls in there, and that added a nice color to it, as well as some amazing jerk flavoring to these shrimps. Like, I am now obsessed with this spice. It is so delicious. And again, I picked it up at St. Lawrence Market. So you're gonna toss everything together and then finish it off with the coconut milk. I should say the coconut milk mixture that had the juices from the shrimp and the seasoning that I mixed together. Don't throw out your bowl when you have all that leftover juice left back. Hang on to that. Hang on to it and keep it, because you can add it to your meal for additional flavor. Don't be so quick to throw it in the sink and start washing things up. Just keep that with you, because you know what? It creates a nice sauce. So after tasting, I realized I forgot one thing. And if you are an avid viewer, you know exactly what it is that I forgot to put in here. And I keep a big bag in my freezer, and they are frozen so that I don't have to worry about ever running out. And that is the Scotch bonnet pepper. So here I am, not remembering that it's frozen, thinking I can cut it on top, not realizing that I should be using the cutting board. And honestly, I cut about half of it. I did not add too many of the seeds, which actually were frozen. So it's actually better to cut frozen Scotch bonnet peppers than it is when they're not. And I just tossed those in, and trust me, that's exactly what the dish needed. It didn't need anything else. It just needed a little bit of spice. And that was the extra kick that it needed. And when I tell you the last tasting, I just let that sit for about 10 minutes and let it stew away, and then it was ready to eat. So basically this dish honestly took me about 30 to 35 minutes to make. And here it is, voila, me fancy black tiger shrimp. Oh God. And that coconut milk and the butter, and I topped it with some of the green onion, aka scallion, on top. And here I am trying to be fancy for you, and I am about to finish my plate that I'm about to eat with some of the green onion. God, this dish was delicious. And there it is, y'all. Coconut jerk black tiger shrimp. Lord of mercy. It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I hope to make this one day for my children, but until then, I am eating some, and then I'm going to put some away and most likely have it for work for lunch tomorrow. Or maybe it might not make it to tomorrow, because when I tell you these were delicious. Woo! Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to enjoy this fancy bougie coconut black tiger shrimp video. If you're new here, I thank you for viewing. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Honestly, I am so obsessed with cooking, and it really makes me happy that I have each and every one of you to bring these dishes to. And also, I need you to remember that God is so good all the time, and all the time God is what, y'all? Good. Thank you again for watching. Have a fantastic day.